Hey friends, it's Troy, your hourly flipper here. And after a year of research, I have something that's going to save you time when you are taking off price stickers from your local Goodwill. Let's jump right into it. All right, let's think back to the glorious year 2024. You went to your local Goodwill, purchased something, and it had something like this on its back or front. And this is their old style price tags. Look at this easy thing I'm doing. Done. The material stayed together mostly, and the adhesive wasn't so adhesive, and so it easily came off after you got home. But you know what? I bet it was pretty easy to take off in the store too. And that presents a security risk. You're switching tags. Goodwill is losing money. So here is what they have done now in 2025. That's their new sticker, at least at our Goodwill. And it is two things. One, it is difficult to start to get off, but then also it is scored so that something like this happens. You get a corner, which is easy enough, and then some of it comes off. And then another. It's scored so that it comes off in 4 separate times. And each of those, I'm sure you find it much more difficult than what I just showed you. I did some pre-recording mastery to make sure that that was easy. But I'll go back to this one and show you in real time, really, what I have to do each and every time. And then I'm going to show you the tip of what I have learned to get it. It is easy to start a corner, but what happens is either half of your corner comes up easy and it splits like that, or by George, it comes off super easy for half of it, and then that comes right off. This is real time, folks. This is really what happens. What you have to do to address that scoring is slowly take off the sticker until it gets to that point where the scored edges meet. You have to put your finger under that, and then you can take it off. All right? I'm the hourly flipper, and I really think about how much I make per hour of my work. And I find that incredibly frustrating financially. Now, I do enjoy the moment of zen where you have to carefully, slowly pull that off, but it's not really effective financially. Okay, let me show you my time-tested tip that makes taking off those stickers a lot more time efficient. I have a little piece of packing tape that I have all over my eBay room. And what you can do that saves time is put a little piece of that tape right over the sticker. Okay? And you stick it, rub it into that sticker. What's going to happen after you start that corner, okay? The first corner is still what's difficult, but when you get that first corner started, the tape itself adheres to the sticker and starts pulling. See? And when it gets to those score sections, it just takes it right up as well. So I don't have to worry about the one sticker coming 4 stickers, and voila, that came off faster. But what happened actually here is what is your bonus tip for the day. What do you do when you take those stickers off and there's a little sticker residue that you want to get off of there? If it's a clear piece of plastic, or in this instance, a shiny book, sometimes it does leave some things behind that you want to take off for the pictures or when the people actually receive their item. Let me show you what to do. At most of your dollar stores or the items where you can get things really, really cheap, lens cleaner comes in squirtable bottles. And the active ingredient of that is isopropyl alcohol. When an item is like this, shiny, and the alcohol is not going to affect it, what you can really do is just squirt a fine mist of that alcohol and just rub it with some elbow grease and a cloth, and that comes right off. And you've got something that you can ship and feel good about. All right? Oh my gosh. Sometimes, though, there are not as shiny things, that the item itself is porous. You need to take a little more care of. And I want to show you what to do in those instances. Again, I've got a cloth, and here's the triple bonus. It used to be on TV, the sham wow. A chamois like when you clean your car, or, silver, that kind of thing. I find that works well because that doesn't produce a lot of lint or anything on the items, but use straight isopropyl rubbing alcohol. That is cheap at your local department or big box store. But here's the tip to make it so that it doesn't damage the box at all. Rather than like before, putting the alcohol on the item, put it on your rag. So now I have a rag that's appropriately moist with that alcohol. And I do that same thing, that rubbing, but much less alcohol is transferred to the item. And often it'll evaporate before it can do any kind of damage. All right? If you have an item that is completely porous and it is going to either stain the material, what I find with that, you can get in your household section of those stores I mentioned before. It's called simply a piece of plastic in the household section, a dish scraper. And it is a piece of plastic that has gone into a smart, sharp edge. And often just that does it. You don't want to really damage your item that you're trying to sell. So I find that isopropyl alcohol is the best thing. And putting it onto the cloth rather than directly on the item is the best thing. There are advanced approaches to taking sticker residue and all that kind of stuff up. And I can talk about that in a later video if you'd like. That isn't time-saving. What I've just showed you is a time-saving way to get those lovely 2025 Goodwill stickers off of your items. I hope you like it. I hope you use it. I hope you save time so that your dollar per hour increases as you sell on eBay. Thanks so much. If there's a button around here, click it for me. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, do all the things. Want to get the show promoted and in front of fresh eyes with valuable tips like this. All right? Thanks so much for watching.